up, Leo? Welcome to the channel. My name is Echo Moon. Today I am bringing you your second half of your love reading. This is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and it's a general love reading. So it's going to apply to both singles and couples. Take what resonates with your situation and leave what does not. We're going to start off with the Oracle deck, go over some intentions, challenges, clear out that spread. Then we're going to get into the Tarot spread. The spreads are separate. Sometimes they relate to one another, sometimes they do not. One relate to you more or resonate with you more than the other one. So again, take what resonates. Okay? So Leo, what is your intention when it comes to your love life for the second half of Earth? What is your intention? New life. You are ready for something new. A refresher. A wake up. Getting out of that slumber. You know, if your relationship is in a rut, if you don't have a relationship, you know, you just want to try something new, something that gives you vitality and freshness. What's a challenge for you, Leo? What is a challenge? Treasure Island. This is digging deep. This is going below. This is going past surface level. You know, going deep within yourself, understanding things about yourself that are valuable, that you have not have known or maybe stopped to look at, and also digging deep with the other person, you know, finding that buried treasure. What's a lesson for Leo? What is a lesson? Unfinished symphony. Your lesson is to complete an unfinished cycle. You know, for some of you, it's closing out a chapter and beginning a new one. And that's why you want that new life. For some of you, it doesn't have to be like ending a chapter with someone. It could just be ending a situation or an argument or a disagreement. But your lesson is you have to find a way to complete what's left unsaid and what's left undone. Okay? Now, what is the compatibility factor? So this is what draws you and the other person. Again, your partner, your potential partner, but what's the compatibility between you two? Like, what draws you two to one another? Let's see. Mending. Healing one another. What draws you guys together is that you guys need to heal one another. Not need to, but you heal one another. So in the past, you know, you could have been dealing with unfinished relationships, no closure, you know, heartache. But this is what draws you guys in. This is what connects you and this other person together. Now, why is this other person in your life? What's their purpose in your life? What is their purpose? Chopped wood. They're there to ground you. They're there to ground you. I know you guys are full of energy and you're always up and going and you have to move. Can you see those? You have to move. You know, you don't like sitting still for too long. But this other person's there to level you out. That's why they're in your life. That's the purpose. That's the reason they're coming in or the reason they're in, okay? Now, for those of you who are single or just in general asking, why haven't I found soulmate? Why haven't some Leos found their soulmate? Oh, shoot. Don't fall. Do not fall. I'm going to take the one that flipped over. We have here and now. This is being present. This is all about being present. This is not about focusing on your past, not about focusing on your future. This is about focusing on now. Living in the now. Closure. Because that, to me, is past energy. So you need to get closure. Okay? Let's clear this out and let's get into the tarot spread. Put that off to the side. Ta-da-ta-da. What is happening in Leo's love life right now? What's your current situation, Leo? High Priestess. It's all about intuition, the unknown, Mystery, secrets. Let's clarify that though. Boom. Damn. That's a double whammy. Some of you guys could be dealing with a water sign. It could be a Pisces. It could also be a Cancer. It could be a Pisces or a Cancer. Doesn't matter though. But currently right now, there's things that are unknown to you. There's things that are hidden that you cannot see. Some of you guys are in a state of reflection. You're in a state of reflection, but you're tapping into your intuition. I want one more. That's 2 major arcana. Just to start off with, you have the 5 of Wands. And that's your energy, Leo. 2 chefs in the kitchen. This is conflict. Some of you guys could be going through conflict within yourself, going through conflict with another person, things that you don't know about, things that are hidden, things that you want to hide or they want to hide. One thing to keep in mind, well, I haven't said it, but with the tarot spread, the energies can go both ways. This is a love reading. With the oracle spread, this is specifically based on you, okay? But yeah, there's things that are not known and it's causing conflict. It's causing conflict. What's the past influence? What's the past influence here? 9 of Cups. Okay, so in the past, you know, feeling good, feeling lovely, enjoying life. And then you have the Knight of Coins. Taking things slowly. But by taking things slowly, that was the pace that was good for you in the past. You know, not rushing into things, being logical, but it's what you wanted. It's something that gave you happiness. Emotional fulfillment. And what's the challenge for Leo? Page of Coins. So for some of you, your challenge is establishing foundation. Let's clarify that. With the 8 of Wands. So for some of you guys, excuse me, your challenge is not staying still. In the past, it worked out for you, but right now, there's no stability. Things are just flighty, moving fast, fast-paced. That's a challenge. Some of you guys could have heard or could have received communication from someone that you wanted to start something new and initiate something new that was going to be, you know, establishing a foundation, but you don't like what you hear. But I feel like it's more about being flighty, like not landing on your feet, not feeling like you're landed on your feet. You know, this is about grounded energy. This is about, you know, fast communication, fast energy, taking flight. How does Leo overcome their challenge? And this just wanted to fall out. You have the King of Wands. Male or female does not matter. That is your energy. That is your energy. And let's clarify that. 4 of Cups. It's like, be confident. Be who you are. Be in your energy. And if something's not satisfying you, if something's making you feel discontent emotionally, like, be passionate about what it is that you want when it comes to love. But you have the 4 of Cups here, so that's all about not wanting new love. That's not wanting to accept somebody's offer. So somebody could be offering you stability and groundedness and all of that good stuff, but that's not what you want. I see. That's not what you want. You don't want that, and that's creating conflict. So this is somebody else's energy. You guys could be dealing with the earth sign, could be dealing with the earth sign, you could be dealing with any sign. But this person, let me see something. Remember, what is the purpose for this person in your life is to ground you. Right now, you may not want that. You You do not want that. That's not what's going to satisfy you. That's not your energy. That's not where you want your energy to be at right now. Okay? Where is your focus at, Leo? What's your focus? You have the Two of Wands. That's being determined. That's having an option. You have two paths, but you know which path that you're going to take. You know which path you're passionate about. And let's clarify that. Let's take an action right there. You're focused on taking action. Three of Swords. That's disappointment. That's heartache. Some of you guys are walking away from someone, or they're walking away from you. I get one more. Just one more. You know, the Tower. You see those? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. There was too much ego involved. There's way too much ego. And the other person, or you, because like I said, it can go either way, but they have pride. And these two cards, the Two of Wands and the Tower, they both have Mars energy. That's aggression. You know, that's taking action. You know, that's assertiveness. But for some of you guys, you're leaving before you hurt the other person. If not, they're leaving you. What's the outcome? What is the outcome, Leo? Give it to me, baby. Okay? That's two cards. I just want one, maybe two. If you want to clarify it, we can pull out three. But I just want one or two cards, please. And I pulled out two. Okay. The outcome, you have the Six of Wands and you have the Knight of Cups. Ego. So you go from being the Five of Wands, where there's conflict, where there's, you know, there has to be some sort of discipline or order. Then you go for the Six of Wands. That's, you know, feeling victorious. That's, you know, overcoming that conflict. And then you have the Nine of Cups. And that's going after what it is that emotionally fulfills you. You know, you feel good about what it is that you want. You don't want anybody trying to, you know, change you, trying to, if it's like you figured out that this person and you may not be on the same page when it comes to what you want. And that's why your intuition is speaking to you. It's speaking to you. It's heightened. And I feel like I said, they don't have to relate, but I feel like it does relate because your focus was on, oh, did I plug in the charger? Hold on. Damn it. Damn it. Hold up. Here we go. Nice. Your focus was on new life, wanting something fresh, wanting something brand new. Your challenge was on going deeper than surface level. So even in the past, even though you had a good time with this person, you know, they might have moved at a different speed, you still enjoyed each other's company, but you had to dig deeper than that. And I felt like when you did dig deeper than that, it's like you knew that this wasn't going to be, like you knew that this is not what you wanted. So some of you guys hung in there, left things unfinished. Because remember, the lesson was Unfinished Symphony. Why don't I have a soulmate? It's about being present. And I feel like your outcome is being present. You know, feeling like you've overcome obstacles, you've, you know, matured, and knowing what it is when you want, when it comes to love, how you want to approach love. Yeah. Enough said. Let's take a quick look at the other person. Let's look at what their intentions was when it came to love. Damn. What their intentions was. What was the potential partner or partner of Leo? What was their intentions when it came to their love life? Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, they wanted stability. They wanted things that was going to keep them grounded, was going to keep them comfortable. Some of them wanted to be single. Their intentions was to be single. How do they feel about Leo? What is their feelings towards Leo? It's like unrequited love. Look at that. We have the Page of Swords and we have that Five of Wands again. They just had to be honest. There was just way too much conflict there. You know, both having egos, not wanting to back down. I feel like I got bit by something. Now, what is their purpose in your life? Just because a person is in your life, everybody is in your life for a reason or a season, okay? So what was your purpose in their life? You have the Hangman. Your purpose was to help them see things from a different point of view. But at the same time, you know, the Hangman, they have to sacrifice. It's about sacrifice. It's about, you know, waiting in limbo, having patience, being in la la land, so to speak, not looking at reality. So it's like you came in there to have them look at reality, but I want to clarify that. I do want to clarify that with the Nine of Wands. And that's funny, she's with the Lion right there. It was like you were in their life for them to look at the reality of things, that it doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be something where the guard is up, where there has to be a battle. But there was one regardless. You opened up their eyes. It's like the reason why you guys were drawn to each other is because we had mending, right? But you guys needed each other for that because there was a lesson there. They opened up your eyes on what it is that you want and don't want, and you opened up their eyes on what it is that they don't want. You guys are on two different levels. You guys could have been dealing with the Earth sign, a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. It could have been any sign. But we have coins that came up in your reading. Even with why are they in your life, and we have chopped wood, groundedness. Earth signs are grounded. So you could be dealing with the Earth sign, any sign. Leo, please like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know if this resonates with you. If you want a personal reading, the link to the website is in the description box below. In the meantime, thank you for watching. I wish you many blessings and I wish you love and light. Bye.